I'm young, I'm restless, and I'm optimistic that I can change the future for the better.
Good.
But I also hear that you say that we should focus on the present.
Yes.
And well, you talk about Groundhog Day and focusing on the present. So then, how do you bring about innovation and change,
Yes.
and not focusing on the present?
Yes. You may remember I briefly mentioned it is important to have a destination, to have an intention, to know what it is you want to achieve in this world, how you want to improve the world, how you want to contribute to the world. This is a wonderful and necessary thing. So the question is whether your intentions and your projects, your plans, as you begin to implement them, do they contribute to your happiness or do they generate stress? So while you are trying to make the world into a better place, you make yourself and others unhappy in the meantime if you are not aligned with the present moment. So it is perfectly possible and really the only sane way to live, not only to have a plan and to contribute to the world, but to realize the quality is highly important. It's not only what you do, the quality of doing, the consciousness that flows into what you do is even more important. In other words, how you do what you do is more important than what you do. You could have a store serving customers with this or that, which perhaps would not be regarded as a very important job, and yet if that is done with a quality of presence where every customer who comes into your store, you give this person, just an example, your fullest attention, you appreciate him or her as a human being, you see how you can best serve him or her in the present moment, that is quality. And then you would be improving. Everybody who comes into contact with you would somehow experience a small lifting in their being, in consciousness. And so that you could create even a person with a relatively simple job could contribute in that way to creating a better world. And if you have a huge project, this is wonderful, of course, but I would suggest or recommend that you are careful that you give your fullest attention to whatever step you're taking in the present moment towards your goal, because the step is as important as the goal. In fact, the quality of the step determines the goal. So the means never justifies the ends. The means and ends go together. You cannot have bad means to achieve a good end. It may look like that, but give your fullest attention to the doing. See if you can be fully aligned with it so that you don't generate negative energy because you want to create a better world. So that you create positive energy as you are about to create a better world. So it's a balance, being fullest attention to the now and yet knowing very well what it is that you want to achieve. Then also the element of creativity, you can access that much more fully when internally you open yourself to the present moment and you honor the aliveness of the present moment. You get far more insights into what you need to do, what is needed, and this may sound a little bit, I hope not too new agey, but when you are fully aligned with the present moment, you tend to, when you are this positive, you tend to attract helpful factors into you. I've experienced that many times in my life. You know where you want to go, you've made your commitment, you begin to take action, joyful action, alive, intense energy may arise, but not stress, joyful action, and then helpful factors are much more likely to come in than somebody who may have good intentions, but they're so stressed about them. So I can shout at people around me because I don't agree the way they do things because we're trying to create a compassionate society. Why aren't you helping? You should be doing that. You know our goal is important. We're creating a compassionate society here.
Damn it.
Yeah. Okay. So it's a balance. You have to. It's a practice also. I wish you well in your endeavor, and may your life be fruitful, and may your present moment be joyful.
It is.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. That means a lot.